Got a treat for you today. Taking you out for lunch, and we're having camping stove chicken kebabs, Bombay crunch style, served with a flatbread and woodland mushrooms. So I hope you're feeling peckish. Let's go and find somewhere to get set up. Joe's abandoned me and gone to Lincoln with the girl, so that means we've got to fend for ourselves. I'm sure we'll manage. Don't need this on. Sweltering. Weather can't make its mind up. We got back from the Peak District yesterday morning. We've been out in the camper van and it absolutely hammered it down. That video should be out of the weekend. So on the menu today we have got chicken kebabs on skewers, and that's coated in breadcrumbs mixed with Bombay spice, a few other little chopped bits and bobs in there, bit of butter for cooking in. We've got some woodland mushrooms. These were freshly foraged from Morrison's on the way here. Mushrooms is one of those things that I just don't even want to attempt to forage. If you get it wrong, you're in a lot of trouble. Somebody told me once before that all mushrooms are edible, but some of them only once, and for me it's not worth the risk unless you know what you're doing when it comes to foraging them. And then we're going to serve that with a flatbread. That's from Morrison's as well, so nothing fancy really, but I'm expecting it to taste lovely. So I brought my Soto Stormbreaker stove with me today. Using the gas adapter. We don't like the petrol fuel, do we? I don't anyway. Come on, where are you? There it is. Get it fired up, shall we? Turn it down a little bit, we don't want the butter to burn. Sticks are a little bit too long. Typical. Just going to break the ends off them. There we go. Cheeky panda wipes. Always come in handy, these. Can you smell that? Let's get these mushrooms prepped a bit. Although they could just go in the pan as they are. Cut them in half. Yeah, I've got no idea what these are. They're just called woodland mushrooms. I think they're a little bit stronger flavoured than, you know, your closed cup or button mushrooms that you get. Bought my little pincers. I think this pan's the GSI one, if anyone wants to know. Can't remember. GSI 8-inch. So I've had a couple of funny looks already from dog walkers. I bet I don't see many people cooking a lunch like this. But why not? Weather's gorgeous. Why wouldn't you want your lunch out here? I can't wait to tuck into this. That chicken looks awesome. Chicken's one of those things that I'm always wary of. I'd rather be a little bit overcooked than undercooked. I'm not going to bother heating the flatbread up. Although I'm going to use the paper as a plate. Saves me washing up the plate in a bit. I reckon that's done. I don't think I'm going to need the skewers. Hopefully it just comes off dead easy. Oh, look at that. Try a bit of this chicken. It's cooked. Oh, that is lovely. These are awesome. Go on, try a bit of that mushroom. I'm glad I came out today. So I think there's a little bit too much chicken for one flatbread, but I don't think I'm going to eat all the bread. But I am going to try one of the chicken things wrapped up in the bread with some mushrooms. Cut this bread in half. Couple more mushrooms in there. Spin it around that way because it'll roll all the way around, I think. Proper hot dog, that, isn't it? Go on, you have first bite. Just what the doctor ordered. I can't eat any more bread, but there's a rule in our house that you don't leave meat. I haven't wasted much, just can't fit that in me. Right, let's mop up a bit. Take all my rubbish back in this little plastic container. Mucky cutlery as well can go in there. So when I'm doing some sort of proper cooking, like chicken, things like that, I like to use a pan that distributes the heat evenly, radiates the heat across the full surface of the pan. Same with the stove as well. This one's got a wider burner on it, so again it spreads the heat out more evenly across the pan. Something like a pocket rocket or something like that is more concentrated in the centre when it comes to heating up, so you might get burnt stuff in the middle and then raw stuff at the edges. Just makes cooking that little bit easier, really. Forgot to put the cap on. That's better. Don't want to damage that, do we? So if you don't mind, can we just keep this to ourselves? I've just messaged Jo and all she's had is a toffee crisp and a coffee. I guess that's what happens when she abandons me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed your lunch. Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to cook for you next time, and I'll see you tomorrow.